Hello, how are you doing? I am here today with another book haul, and it's about 30 books. I haven't counted, more or less. We have a wide range this time. I'm really excited. We have classics, YA, books I already own, Shakespeare. Everything is in here. Let's begin with Circe by Madeline Miller. This one I've been wanting for a while, and I have it for a while and have not yet read it. I don't know why. I think it's because I want to read her other one first, Song of Achilles. Might be. I don't know. We have The Passion by Jeanette Winterson. This book I know pretty much nothing about. I bought it for a video that I'm gonna do in the future, but it says it's set in during a tumultuous year of the Napoleonic Wars. The Passion intertwines the destiny of two remarkable people. Henry, a simple French soldier who follows Napoleon from glory to Russian ruin, and Villanelle, the red-haired, web-footed daughter of a Venetian boatman whose husband has gambled away her heart. So, yeah. It's really short. Seems to do with a lot, though. I hope I like it. Then this one I've been meaning to buy for some time, but I never do because I feel like I'm betraying my favorite book, because my favorite book is Jane Eyre, and this is White Sargasso Sea by Jean Rhys. In White Sargasso Sea, we get I'm gonna have to say spoiler now, but we get the view from the mad woman in the attic in Jane Eyre. We get her growing up before she met Mr. Rochester, and it says it's a masterpiece of modern fiction. It's her last best-selling novel. She ingeniously brings into light one of fiction's most fascinating characters, the mad woman in the attic, from Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. This mesmerizing work introduces us to Antoinette Causeway, a sensual and protected young woman who is sold into marriage to the prideful Mr. Rochester. So we get to see her beginnings and what made her that way. The thing that I don't understand is in the book Jane Eyre, we call her Bertha, and here she's called Antoinette. Maybe it is explained some way. I think it should be explained. Anyway, maybe Bertha is just a nickname. We'll find out. Then we have Hamlet by Shakespeare. I have already read this one. I just finished it. It was really good. The Elizabethan text, way of writing and speaking kinda gets bumping on some phrases and stuff like that, but it was really easy to follow. The grand gist of it was really well explained and well put together, and was easy to understand. And I'm glad that I finally read Shakespeare. I've read another Shakespeare, A Midsummer's Night Dream, but it was so long ago I don't count it, because it was like during my high school years, and it was in Portuguese. And if you're gonna read Shakespeare, you're gonna read the original text, right? So now we got Bloodspell by C.J. Redwine. Now this is a retelling of Cinderella. I don't know much about it. That's all I know. It's a retelling of Cinderella. I bought this book because Emma from the channel Emmy really loves this book. She says it's one of her favorites YA ever, and I actually got this book for her as a present and bought one for myself. So it says Blue Delacour has her life planned, hide her magic, and continue trying to turn metal into gold to help the homeless. But when her father is murdered and a cruel but powerful woman claims custody of her, one wrong move could expose her. The only one who can help, the boy she's loathed since childhood, Prince Kellen. Maybe it's an enemies to lovers story. Excited. So now we get The Binding by Bridget Collins. So this is disappointing because I've watched, I don't know which one was it, but I watched Cody from, I don't remember the name of her channel, opening this book, and inside it was like beautifully decorated with gilded gold, and it was just beautiful. And I bought this book because of it. Of course, I want to read what's inside, but the book was so beautiful. I just couldn't help myself. And then I bought it, and this one is like completely normal. It's it was like the most disappointing time I opened the book in my whole entire life. And I will keep searching for the one she opened, that vlog, and I'm gonna sell this one and keep on searching. So this is book I got as a gift from a book subscription box. It came as a little gift. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino. The novelization of it, I didn't know he had done that, and it's really actually really big. It's in Portuguese, and I actually am really I am actually really interested in reading this because I haven't watched the movie yet, so it would be fun to read his novelization because I've never read any director's novelization of a movie before. Then this is not actually a book, but I'm gonna put it in here because it's Dodie. It's I've waited so long for this to arrive. Oh my god, you guys have no idea. It's her lyric book. It's a special edition lyric book for her new album. It has pictures and the lyrics, and it has her handwriting, and it's just beautiful and just perfect in every way, and has mixed media, has her corrections in the lyrics. It's perfect. I love Dodie with all my heart, and yes. Then we got Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim. This is the second book in a duology, The Blood of the Stars. I read Spin the Dawn first, and which is the first book, and this is the second book called Unravel the Dusk. I have to say I liked the first book more. I gave the first book 3.5 stars, and I gave this book 3 stars. But the more I think about it, the more I want to give this one 2.5 stars. It kind of was all over the place, but either way I finished the series, so that's very satisfying. So now we get Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. I've been wanting to read this book for some time, mostly because the title is Reasons to Stay Alive and I thought he would list them for me. I was like, Matt Haig, what a great idea, list them for me, please. But that's not what this book is. It's his story about when he tried to commit suicide when he was like 24, I think, and to this day what he learned through his life. And it has many stories about depression and anxiety and how to deal with it, how to not stigmatize it so much as people continue doing the 21st century. And it was a really good read. Now this is Tiny Beautiful Things, Advice on Love from Dear Sugar by Cheryl Strayed. This one I also don't know anything about, and I bought it for a video I'm gonna do. But it says, life can be hard. Your lover cheats on you, you lose a family member, you can't pay the bills. And it can be great. You have the hottest sex of your life, you get that plum job, you master the courage to write your novel. Sugar, the once anonymous online columnist of the Rumpus, now revealed as Cheryl Strayed, author of the best-selling memoir Wild, really? Is the person thousands turn to for advice. Tiny Beautiful Things brings the best of Dear Sugar together in one place and includes never-before-published columns and an introduction by Steve Almond. Rich with humor, insight, and compassion, this book is a balm for everything life throws our way. So it's basically people asking her for advice, and this person called Sugar, which is Cheryl Strayed, answering them. It seems really interesting. I'm not gonna tell you why I bought it though. This next three are also for a video that I want to do that I won't speak of it right now, but they are The Beautiful and the Damned by F. Scott Fitzgerald, which is a classic. It says, Anthony and Gloria Patch are bright lights of the 1920s New York smart set and lead a life of luxury, idleness, and indulgence. But jazz age glamour comes at a price, and with Anthony's inheritance uncertain, the couple's decadent lifestyle begins to fall apart. Anthony is unable to hold down a job, and the couple descend into alcoholism and depression as their finances and marriage collapse. Fitzgerald's captivating tale of squandered talent in a classic account of the so-called lost generation. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of the more chunky F. Scott Fitzgerald's. This I have never read, and I am very interested in. The other one is Love is a Mixtape, Life and Loss, One Song at a Time by Rob Sheffield. It's another one for a video. It says, mixtapes, we all have our favorites. Stick one into a deck, press play, and you're instantly transported to another time in your life. For Rob Sheffield, that time was one of miraculous love and unbearable grief. A time that spanned 7 years. It started when he met the girl of his dreams and ended when he watched her die in his arms. Using the listings of 15 of his favorite mixtapes, Rob shows that the power of music to build a bridge between people is stronger than death. You read these words, perhaps surprisingly, with joy in your heart and a song in your head, the one that comes to mind when you think of the love of your life. That really sounds really good, and I've kind of flipped through it a little bit, and it actually has mixtapes in every chapter. So you actually have soundtrack to go with this book. It sounds really good. The next one is Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. I don't know anything about this book at all. All I know is that it's a Beatles song. It's a song by the Beatles. So Toru, a serious young college student in Tokyo, is devoted to Naoko, a beautiful and introspective young woman. Oh, introspection. Be careful. But their mutual passion is marked by the tragic death of their best friend years before. As Naoko retreats further into her own world, Toru finds himself drawn to a fiercely independent and sexually liberated young woman. A magnificent coming-of-age story steeped in nostalgia, Norwegian Wood blends the music, the mood, and the ethos that were the 60s with the young man's hopeless and heroic first love. That sounds awesome. Yeah. Norwegian Wood. So now we go into our little bundle of Ellen Hopkins books, because as you know, oh, you don't, I don't know, I have been kind of addicted to Ellen Hopkins ever since I read Impulse, which is one of her books, and all of her books are in verse. She doesn't write prose, but it's beautiful. It has a poetic rhythm, and they're all dealing with stuff that is problematic and tough to talk about, and I just really love immersing myself in these stories. So the first book was Impulse, and I bought the second book, Perfect. They're all mostly duologies. I already read Perfect. It wasn't as good as Impulse, but it was really good. I bought Burned, which is about religion, a girl with a very strict religious family. And Smoke is the second book in the duology of Burned. Rumble is a standalone about a boy who loses his brother to suicide. So as I said, it's really like tough things to talk about, and she does it so well. It's amazing. And I found this one actually hardcover, Tilt. I don't know much about what this one is, but it was Ellen Hopkins, so I bought it. It says, witnessing the fallout from the poor choices their parents make and the lies adults tell themselves, 3 teens are clinging to the last remnants of this secure and familiar world in which they're grown up. But the ground is shifting. What once was clear is now confused. Everything is tilting. So it's about three teenagers with their lives tilting, and I just want to get in it and read everything. So next we got The Humans by Matt Haig. It's a story about an alien that visits Earth and finds everything really, really weird. I know G from Book Rose loved this book. It's one of her favorite books of all time, and I am really excited and anxious to get inside this one. This one I actually also bought for a video I'm doing, but I really want to reread this book because it's been a while and I don't remember much of it at all. And it's The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. We all know it's a classic in the 20s about extravagant, lavish parties, and yeah, a friendship between Gatsby and the main character of the book until events spiral into tragedy. So that's The Great Gatsby. I bought this compendium of poems by Cora Coralina, which is a Brazilian poet, which I actually never went into, and I am very intrigued, and I want to know more about her. This is a mess. This one is I Used to Have a Plan, but Life Had Other Ideas by Alessandra Olanow, or Olano, I don't know exactly. It's a picture book with some very simple drawings and paintings and a few words here and there. I have to say I expected more. I gave this one 3 stars. Cause I think I give 5 stars to this cover. I used to have a plan, and then a woman lying face down, just lying face down on the floor. It's just, that's me. But I think it was all very surface level and it didn't go deep enough, I think. But it's still good. 3 stars is good, and go follow her or on her Instagram. She posts a lot of cool stuff. So now I have another book that I read because of Emma by from the channel Emmy, and it's After Dark by Murakami. Murakami. I give this one 4.5 stars. It's crazy, it's wild, it's magical realism, and it will mess up your head. So there's this subscription box, a Brazilian subscription box that I am signed up for, and I have 2 books from their last 2 months. The first one is this one, which is Mapeador de Ausências by Mia Couto. Mia Couto is a Mozambique author, and in Mozambique they speak Portuguese, so the book is actually in Portuguese. He's a very awarded author, but I haven't read anything by Mia Couto yet. The next one is Shattered Glass by Mercé Rodoreda, which is a Spanish author. I don't know if she's Spanish, but she writes in Spanish, and this book is in Portuguese, but I've searched on Goodreads, and this book is like really well reviewed, and I am excited for this one. then there's another subscription box that I am signed up for in Brazil, and it's the Intrínsecos box, and their books are beautiful. They all come exactly the same, only the color changes. So I got this one, which is The Cactus by Sarah Haywood. They all come in Portuguese also. And what I like about Intrínsecos is that they search for titles that are recent. So titles from 2019, 2020. So that's something really cool. And it's just the cutest. I mean, it's really cute. And the other one is Hamnet. I was so excited. Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. I was really looking forward to reading this book, and it came in the box, and I'm gonna read it in Portuguese, and I've already started it, and it's going well. So see how they are exactly the same, only the color changes, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful in the shelves. And the last, oh no, there's two more. I was watching April from Aprilius Maximus book haul, one of her last vlogs, I don't know what it was, but she talked about this book, and I was, what? I need it right now. And it's this beautiful edition of Jane Eyre. If you don't know, I collect copies of Jane Eyre. I have like almost 30, and it's just so beautiful, and it is illustrated by this woman, and the illustrations are all botanical. Let me see if I can find some. See, interspersed through the pages. And it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It just warmed my heart, and I love it. And it comes with things inside the book, like letters and maps, and just kill me. Paper, newspaper articles, the newspaper where she put her notification for advertisement for being a governess. It's just I don't know, I don't even know what to say. It's just so precious. I just had to have it as soon as I saw it. And lastly, there's this publication house in France called SP Books, and they make facsimiles of manuscripts from famous authors. So I have the manuscript for Jane Eyre, which is from SP Books, and I always thought if they make a manuscript of Jane Austen, I am done, because it's not cheap at all, and I am like, I will want to buy it so bad, and I did. So they came out with the manuscript for Lady Susan, which is one of Jane's shortest novels. It's an epistolary novel, so it's just in letters. I won't take it out of the plastic because it's gonna be a hassle, but it's so beautiful. You can't really see much, but just, I promise you, it's stunning. And just to see the handwriting of your favorite authors writing the books that you have read is amazing. It's just, I will treasure this like an heirloom. It is an heirloom because it was expensive as shit. So that's it. Those were the books that I wanted to show you, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a nice time, and have a great day and an awesome week, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.